Hi everybody, so it's right now about 3 o'clock in the morning. We're getting ready to take off again to go see the Kings. Today the Kings play the Kraken. We're headed up to Seattle. We leave out of Ontario, California at 6 o'clock, so we're up pretty early to get down the hill and to make sure we're there. Big game tonight. If the Kings can win and the Ducks can lose, the Kings take sole possession of second place. Right now in the last 11, the Kings have won 10. I'm sorry, the last 15. The Kings have won 10 of the last 15. So we will see you soon, and go Kings. Okay, so we've made it to Seattle, and we are staying at the Hyatt, and we're about, I said it's about a 20-minute walk away from Climate Pledge Arena. We're gonna go out and see the town right now. It is a cloudy, cold day, but at least there's no rain here in Seattle. So there's a little bit of the view from my room, and we'll let you know what we found.
So the first place we went was Pike's Place Market, which is located down by the water in Seattle. And in the market, they have all sorts of little shops set up. You can buy little ornaments. There's flowers you can buy. You can buy clothing, fruits, vegetables, danishes, seafood, anything you basically want. You can go outside, and you can also enjoy the spectacular view of Elliott Bay.
At Seattle, there's also the giant Ferris wheel that you can go on. We didn't go on it, but anyways, it's something else you can do while you're here in Seattle. Under Pike's Place Market, this is the gumball wall, and you can see it's actually sick that it's all gum. This is all gum right here. It goes all the way down the street, and it's on both sides. We are here at Cal Anderson Park, and Cal Anderson Park is the park where basically the organizers of Chaz, the protest of 2020, had their protest. So this park became basically an autonomous zone, and this is where everybody was. And if you recall, the mayor of Seattle said that it was going to be the summer of love, and then they had some people get killed, or one person, I can't remember the exact number. So this is the autonomous zone, Chaz. So behind me right here, that's the police station that had been, actually the police abandoned it during the riots in 2020 because of the fact that they thought it might calm things down. So you can see it still hasn't opened, and it was occupied by protesters, I think until July 1st, when the police department came in and basically took down all the barriers that were in the autonomous zone. Seattle Space Needle. Me and Tammy came here 30 years ago, and we thought it was too expensive to go inside of it. It's a nice, clear, sunny day, and so we didn't go, and I always regretted it. And so even though it's real cloudy, we're going to go up in there anyway. And it's a beautiful view from the top of the Space Center on a cloudy day. So this is the revolving glass floor on the Space Needle. And although it's not clear today, if you look down, you can see lights down there. And you can stand on this and it moves around. So actually right now there's nothing below me but ground and glass. So the revolving glass floor in the Space Needle. All right, so it's time to start getting ready and put on my famous hoodie. And tonight, Kings are playing the Kraken. Kraken are in last place. The Kings, if they win and the Ducks lose, the Ducks lose, the Kings will have second place all to themselves. And so we need the Ducks to lose, and we need the Sharks to lose. We are headed over to Climate Pledge Arena, and I am ready. So let's go Kings, big win tonight, and go Kings, go. See you at the arena. Okay, here we are at Climate Pledge Arena, getting ready to go in, so go Kings, and it's pretty quiet. This place looks more like a concert hall than it does actually an arena, so let's see what it looks like inside. All right, so here we are in Climate Pledge Arena, and if we look down there, you can see they have an aquarium. And then if we go over here and we look up, it shows they're in an aquarium. So that's pretty cool. Aquarium up there, aquarium there, Climate Pledge Arena. The wall of plants, or whatever they call it. Plants. It goes along the whole way, and then it's also above us.
So before the the game, the Kraken put on a little bit of a ceremony, and people thought they were going to be introducing their mascot on this night, but they didn't. But it's still kind of cool. I guess this is a new pre-game tradition that they're going to be doing, in which they have this object come down from the sky, and basically it'll say to release the Kraken, and basically I guess that's when the game's supposed to start. Really cool to see the Kraken fans cheering their teams so much. They're really excited about their hockey team.
Well, the Kings won, and what an exciting game. What a crowd. They're so excited here about their hockey team. Way to go, Kraken.
One of the cool things about Seattle was the different architecture that's there. As you can see, this building is see-through at the top. This one has different colors. The buildings were different shapes. This one is oval. This park, they had lights on the inside, on the trees. Outside Climate Change Arena, there was a light show going on. And this is the building that Christian Grey lived in 50 Shades of Grey. So there was a lot of cool architecture in Seattle.
All right, we're getting ready to go on the underground tour where we see the former city of Seattle that is now underground.
So the tour starts off with a history about Seattle and the role that toilets played in Seattle and the great fire they had. And then you get to see underground. So what happens is you take a tour of the underground, and this would actually be outside walking on the sidewalk. This is inside a warehouse, and looking through those doors, you'd actually be looking out onto the street. It's a pretty cool tour to see if you ever get a chance to go on it. Another thing me and Tammy did is we took the monorail over to the Space Needle. We're actually going to the Museum of Pop Culture.
All right, this is the Museum of Pop Culture. We have no idea what this is about, but it's just a weird-looking building. It is a museum, so we are going inside, and there it is. So, Museum of Pop Culture.
This museum ended up being the most underrated thing that we saw in Seattle. You can see there's music, there's dedication to musicians, there's Eric Clapton's guitar, there's other guitars of famous musicians. There's Buddy Holly's guitar is at the end here. And then it's different sections. So you can see there's a sci-fi section, a fantasy section, a horror section, and more music in which they dedicate areas to Pearl Jam and Nirvana. So this is the horror section. And this was pretty cool. So you go in these doors. And then your wife screams. But when you get downstairs, this is hard to see, but these were a bunch of hanging bodies that were down there. This was Frankenstein's machine where he got the electricity to make Frankenstein come alive. They had the costume that was worn in the movie Friday the 13th, which was pretty cool. This is the video camera and some sticks from the Blair Witch Project. They also had Jack Nicholson's axe from the movie The Shining, as well as a head from the movie Friday the 13th. This is the woman's head gets chopped off at the end. There's also the costume of Michael Myers from the new Halloween movie, which was pretty cool to see. And then they had a section dedicated to early horror movies. This is Janet Leigh from the movie Psycho. And a fun fact is, Janet Leigh was the first girl that ever kissed me. She was about 40 and I was 8. My dad used to work with her husband, who was a stockbroker, and we had a party at our house one night, and as we were leaving, she gave me a kiss goodbye. Here's me and Tammy in front of more bodies, and being an anatomy teacher.
A mandible. This is the condylar process. That is the coronoid process. This is the mandibular notch, the mandibular angle, the body, the rings.
Then they also had a section dedicated to sci-fi movies. That was Arnold Schwarzenegger's jacket that you just saw right there from the movie Terminator. They had a Ray pack from the movie Ghostbusters in there. There's a Jawa outfit. There's General Cyrus from Galaxy Quest, which had Tim Allen. Really good, funny movie. Hoverboards from Back to the Future 2. And then there was a fantasy section. And in the fantasy section, I'm going to open the door in just a second here. And if you look to the left real quick, you will see Will Ferrell's elf outfit that's hanging up, as well as a witch's hat from the movie Harry Potter. They also had a sleeping dragon. Daniel Radcliffe's glasses from Harry Potter. And then they had a helmet from Monty Python's Holy Grail. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled like elderberries. Really funny movie. They also had a heroes and villains section. This was the Santa Claus suit that Tim Allen wore in the Santa Claus. To the right, Nicolas Cage wore that in National Treasure. Cinderella's suit to the left. Mary Poppins costume from Mary Poppins, which was worn by Julie Andrews, was in there. This was a pretty cool exhibit. Here we had Jack Frost's suit from the Santa Claus, the Escape Clause. There's Jack Sparrow's costume from Pirates of the Caribbean. And then there was an indie game section. I didn't really quite understand this section much, but if you went in there, it looked almost like a Minecraft thing. It was still pretty cool, even though I had no idea what it was. So we just came out of the Museum of Pop Culture, and what a great place to be. This is probably the most underrated place that we've seen in Seattle.
It's very cool.
Yeah, we didn't even know about it until we happened to be at the Sky Needle, because the Sky Needle, or Space Needle, is right over there. And we happened to see this weird building, and we decided to come in. Yeah, there's a cool looking playground right over there too.
Kids.
Okay, and our trip is over. We're headed to the airport right now. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning, and we should be home by about 11. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Go Kings, doing really, really well. And we will catch you next time. If you like what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button.